Hey there, Happy New Year and welcome. My name is Pete and this is the first channel update video of 2021. Let's hope the year ahead turns out better than the one we left behind. Now, if you have been following this channel for some time, then you know that these beginning of the year update videos tend to be a bit longer, because I like to use them for a look back not only at the previous month, but at the entire previous year. And 2020 was certainly, well, something. Going back all the way to the beginning, Pete Complete started the last year with exactly 67,139 subscribers. Interestingly enough, we were already playing both XCOM and Mass Effect 2 at the time, two series that have lasted us for pretty much the entirety of the year, with Mass Effect 2 reaching its finale in December and with XCOM about to be completed in the very next episode. That is how we began the year, and then in March we started playing RimWorld again. After the success of our Ice Sheet series, I promised that you had not seen the last of RimWorld on this channel, and for me, and for many of you as well, the only logical choice for our next series was one that took place in the desert. Once again, I decided to play mostly without mods so that anyone could play along, and rather unsurprisingly, the choice to launch that series quickly propelled the channel to new heights. You guys once again reaffirmed your love for RimWorld content, and I guess starting that new series was a good decision for more than one reason, because around that time, well, things around the globe started to go downhill and quickly. And honestly, from that point onwards, the story for the rest of the year is quickly told. I have been working from home since the end of March, splitting my time making YouTube videos and giving university lectures from the comfort of my own office. At times, the lack of people around me has certainly been frustrating, but at the same time, I am very happy with what I perceive to be an increase in productivity, as more often than not I find myself still with some energy left to make YouTube videos even after a day of university stuff, something that very rarely happened back when I spent all my day physically working at the university. Now, that's not to say that my sleep schedule hasn't suffered, some would even say that it's utterly screwed, but the ability to work from home and for the most part on my own time, that is something that I have really learned to cherish over the last 9 or so months, and something that I plan to keep doing for as long as I can. Now, if I wanted to cut things short, I would wrap up my year in review at this point. Again, the pandemic really did not allow for anything too exciting in my life. But despite all that, a few things did happen around the channel that I feel I should mention at least briefly. First and foremost, in August, Pete Complete reached 100,000 subscribers. A lot has been said about that already and I don't want to repeat myself, but let me say this much. Thank you for allowing me to brag about this channel in entirely new ways. Thank you for the fact that I now have a Silver Creator Award hanging on the wall right next to me. Thank you that I am now getting bombarded by advertising requests for stupid mobile games. But most importantly, thank you for believing in what I do, for supporting quality over quantity, and for making this channel so much more than just a hobby and a passion for me. Now, a little earlier in the year, in June to be precise, we also surpassed 500 supporters over on the Pete Complete Patreon, which to this day still feels absolutely insane to me. Over 500 of you feel like the videos I put out are worth supporting with more than views, likes and comments, and for that I will forever be grateful. And since I can only say thank you so much before it becomes repetitive, I feel like the next best thing is to put your pledges to good use. A new microphone, a height-adjustable desk, a new graphics card, a licensed capture software or a new monitor. Yes, I have been spending a bit of money to make recording easier, to make the final product more professional, and to also maybe not suffer as much from spending hours upon hours at my desk in front of my computer every day. And I am truly thankful that I am able to make these purchases because of YouTube and Patreon. In the end, I feel like all of this is money well spent, as it allows me to be more comfortable and arguably also more healthy when making videos, which is certainly a good thing, and also something that I feel has been vastly overlooked these past few months, as large parts of the population across the world are currently working from home in varying conditions, and far from all of us have an office that is tailored to our needs, which can actually have negative health consequences in the short and long term. Now, I don't want to go off on a tangent here, but this is something that I feel very strongly about, especially in the gaming community, where hour-long live streams are becoming more and more common, where fancy-looking gaming chairs that are ultimately horrible ergonomics-wise are sold at a premium, and where both the people playing as well as those watching games tend to stare at screens for long periods of time. And while I'm certainly not some big health advocate, I do think that at the end of the day it would help to have a bit more awareness for the small and maybe also not so small risks that might come from this amazing hobby of ours, and to perhaps invest in what is probably best described as gaming and workplace health upgrades from time to time, just like we all regularly buy new consoles, new hardware or new games. After all of us only have one body, and it would be a shame if at some point gaming becomes more of a pain than a pleasure. So yeah, that was 2020 for me. Maybe not too exciting from the outside, but still incredibly rewarding for me personally. Just to name a few numbers, over the last year, Pete Complete gained 44,344 subscribers, almost tripling the growth of 2019, and all of you racked up 11 million video views and accumulated over 2.3 million hours of watch time. With all of that going on, the channel has become an integral part of who I am and who I identify as. It has allowed me to financially support myself doing something that I love, and I'm looking forward to a new year with new videos, new series, new challenges, and also new faces around here. After all, if it weren't for all of you, I would probably not be talking into a microphone right now. And with that, we have reached the end of today's channel update video. Before I go, there is of course, as always, one very important thing to take care of, and that is to once again say thank you, this time to all the new patrons who have joined over the course of the last month. So in no particular order, a big shout out goes out to Michael Barrett, Vicros, Tag2, Patrick Kubishek, Man of Madness, Wayside Comment, Zoe Aubert, Martin Hansen, Michael Adams, Joshua Lancaster, Burke Erdel, Justice McCann, Raggle Fraggle, Lachlan Allen, Som, Claudio Carasone, Andrew Welch, Scott M. Willems, Andrew Yates, and Zad. Thank you all so much. I'm sure I botched a name here and there, but I'm still grateful for your support nonetheless. And that wraps up the first channel update video of 2021, and at this point I ask you, what would you like to see on this channel in the upcoming year? Any games that interest you? Any formats that you think we should experiment with? Let me know in the comments down below and help me grow my list of plans and ideas for what is hopefully going to become another fantastic year for Pete Complete. Apart from that, if you enjoyed the video, then I would of course be very happy if you could leave a thumbs up, and if you like what I'm doing and want to support me and my channel further, then you can subscribe to stay up to date, grab some merch over on shop.petecomplete.com, or check out and maybe even pledge to the Pete Complete Patreon. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.